And thanks very much. I'm joined now by Lee Weingart, a Republican analyst here at News Channel 5, as well as Peter Lawson-Jones, News Channel 5's Democratic analyst. Gentlemen, great to see you this morning.
Good to be here.
All right, let's start with the newest poll out, the Real Clear Politics poll, an average of 10 different polls for the presidential race. President Obama, a razor-thin lead right now over Mitt Romney, 45.5% to 43.6%. Depending on which other polls you look at, some have the president ahead in key battleground states. Others have Governor Romney with the lead. So let me start with you, Peter. Is it too early to read anything into the polls? I mean, we're only at Memorial Day right now.
Right, and once again, people will really start paying attention, the voters in particular, the electorate, after we get past Labor Day. But still, the polls are somewhat instructive, at least in terms of where people stand at this moment. But you can expect that with all of the issues that are going to be battled, with the billions of dollars that are going to be spent in ads, and with external factors that could impact this campaign, what you see now probably isn't what you're going to get come November.
And Lee, it is early. We're still 5.5 months out to Election Day. What do you think?
Well, if I'm President Obama, I'm worried that I can't seem to get above 45 or 46% in most of the polls. I mean, 50% seem out of the reach for the president right now. I'm worried that there might be some fudging of the employment numbers that's going to come out in the next couple of days. They've been recalibrating the way they count people who are unemployed, which I don't think makes a lot of sense. And I'm worried that there's nothing to run on. I don't see a great issue other than I don't like Romney because he's a private equity guy, which is not enough, I don't think, to win in November. So if I'm the president, I'm not sitting too keenly right now.
Okay. Over the past few weeks, the presidential race really has taken on a new twist, that being gay marriage, that issue. President Obama saying he supports same-sex marriage. Governor Romney saying he continues to say it's marriage between a man and a woman. Peter, how will this issue now help, or will it hurt President Obama?
Well, this is going to be very interesting to see. The first thing, let me state, that if the president was expressing his heartfelt position on this, his personal position, then good for him for being honest about this very controversial issue. When you think about the political consequences, I'm not sure if it helps or if it hurts. For example, I believe the president already would have enjoyed the support of the vast majority of members of the gay community because of steps that he's taken, ending Don't Ask, Don't Tell, pulling back governmental support for DOMA. So I think he was already probably in terms of that issue and that demographic group, probably ahead of the game. Now, I do believe that he probably will raise, as you saw with the fundraiser in Hollywood, probably will raise a few dollars from the gay community, a significant number of dollars. But on the whole, I don't necessarily think it's a political winner, but I do commend him if he was stating his personal
we saw Governor Romney's ratings go up
a little bit. Yeah, but let's be honest. This was about raising money from a community that had stepped back because he was not supporting gay marriage. So it was about raising money. Politically, on the margin, it might hurt him a little bit in states like Ohio, which really matter, and Florida, which really matter. But I think overall, the election turns on the economy, and in that case, the president probably is not in the best shape.
Okay, let's talk now closer to home, Ohio's Senate race. Senator Sherrod Brown, the Democrat incumbent, of course, being challenged by current state treasurer Josh Mandel. We have seen on the radio and TV just a blitz of ads already. Again, it's only Memorial Day weekend. Why the push so early now for this U.S. Senate seat?
There is a movement to capture the themes early. And you're seeing it with Senator Brown, who is almost incredibly portraying Josh Mandel as a sort of career politician, right? He's saying he hires his cronies and he's not attending meetings he's supposed to attend. So the theme you're seeing from Senator Brown is we can't trust Josh Mandel. Mandel is saying, on the other hand, here you've got a 35-year politician in Sherrod Brown. It's time for a change. So it's almost like Mandel is taking the Obama mantle of a few years ago to say, bring in a new, young face that can shake things up in Washington. And Sherrod is saying, this guy can't be trusted.
You know, but I think those are some legitimate arguments that Senator Brown is making. The fact that Josh Mandel has not been in attendance at some very significant meetings, some of the meetings that his office is in charge of overseeing, the fact that already, having made a pledge that he was going to remain the state treasurer, within 2 years, he's already eyeing another race. So those are legitimate criticisms. What bothers me is the amount of money, and we all ought to be appalled about this, that is likely to be spent on this race. My understanding is that already $4 or $5 million from political action committees have been spent against Senator Sherrod Brown. I think this is going to be a $100 million campaign all in, Ds and Rs, candidates and PACs. Think about how many problems we could solve in America if that $100 million was going towards that.
It's a lot of
we
money.
ought to be
Big
very
money,
concerned about
big money
that.
in Ohio politics.
Yep, and it'll be here until Election Day. Still 5 months to go. Gentlemen, we appreciate it this morning. Peter and Lee, thanks
Thank you
a lot.
very much.
All right, now back to the anchor desk.